What's up, everybody? It's Priyon Joni. I'm really excited to finally show you the first professional battle style oriented DJ controller, Pioneer DJ's DDJ-REV7. It's part of Pioneer DJ's new line of battle oriented DJ controllers called the Rev series, which is short for Revolution. Is it a revolution? Find out shortly, but before we do that, first things first. If it's your first time here on my channel, for full disclosure, I am an official product demonstrator for Pioneer DJ. If you want to see an in-depth official overview on the REV7 that I was tasked to present, link to Pioneer DJ USA's video is right there. But although I am a demonstrator, this video that you're watching now is not sponsored or created in partnership with Pioneer DJ. That means they didn't see this one prior to it being published. This video is a demo and not a review. However, this video is in fact sponsored by Direct Music Service. DMS is an online database where DJs can get their music from. There's thousands of unique edits, remixes, and originals that you can choose from of your favorite tracks that you can use to rock your next dance floor. They also have an app that you can use on your mobile device where you can browse their database and then save songs so that it appears on your Dropbox when you get home. I'm going to leave you 2 discount links down below in the pinned comment if you want to subscribe. Go to directmusicservice.com today to sign up. So here on the REV7, the play button and tempo sliders match the placement of turntables rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. Some turntable DJs are known to do this to help keep the tone arm out of the way during operation. While it's called battle style because battle DJs were known to do this, open format DJs have adapted this orientation as the norm when using turntables. By having a DJ controller place the tempo slider and the play button in the same position as the muscle memory for battle style, open format turntable users will have less of a challenge adapting between their controller and their turntable setup. And because it's a DJ controller, it's a much lighter and portable option for mobile DJs. In fact, it's under 23 pounds. The DDJ-REV7 is a 2-channel professional DJ controller for Serato DJ Pro. While it's not the first motorized moving platter on the market, Pioneer DJ went back and designed an original new motor for this one. With DJs getting used to using Phase DJ wireless device for their turntables, many DJs have become accustomed to not touching the spindle. With the spindle out of the way, the 7-inch platter top actually feels much bigger and closer to a 12-inch record. And here's where it's really awesome. The platter top is transparent, so you can see the LCD display underneath, very much like on the CDJ-3000, but under a rotating moving platter. The whole platter assembly is 7 inches, which happen to be the same size as the jog wheel found on the CDJ-3000, as well as all the full-size jog wheels on the controllers and individual decks. The display is super useful for minimizing the need to look at your laptop. There's multiple display modes. Right now, it's in waveform mode. Waveform mode doesn't just show you the main waveform on the deck that's playing, but also the smaller parallel waveform of the opposite deck. See over here, you can see my scratch sample as the smaller waveform, and vice versa on this side. Really great, so you don't have to look at your laptop if you want to see both waveform, and pretty useful for beat matching. Virtual deck gives you the same important deck info that you see on your Serato screen. Artwork display shows your track's album artwork, and over here where it says the Pioneer DJ logo, you can actually customize it to include your own DJ logo. In each displayed mode, you can activate or deactivate the digital rotation marker. But if you want a more accurate marker that moves in real time and doesn't reset to 12 o'clock at every hot cue point, there are physical marker stickers that it comes with, and you can apply it right on the platter top. So you might have noticed these blue buttons up above on each one of the platters. This is the instant scratch section, and you can activate instant scratch with this huge instant scratch button here. Instant scratch allows you to access 4 built-in scratch sounds you can trigger in these 4 slot pad buttons up here. The concept is similar to Scratch Bank, except these are built into the hardware and do not need a laptop connected to use. Because it's built into the hardware, the latency is much lower than when you're using DJ software at 1 millisecond, matching the responsiveness of the CDJ-3000. While you can't change the built-in instant scratch sounds, you can access Scratch Bank instead for customizable scratch sounds. In fact, when you turn off instant scratch, you can use the 4 pad slot buttons to trigger 4 different performance modes up here, which are independent from the ones on your mixer section. And just to show you what they are, you have hot cue, scratch bank, save loop, and sampler. Keep in mind, on this section, when you're using pad modes, you only have the first 4 pads. And this instant scratch section of performance pads is independent from the one on the mixer section, which we'll talk about shortly. Not only does the REV7 have the battle style layout, but it wouldn't be complete without a fully functional battle style mixer surface. No need to deep dive on the Magvel Fader Pro crossfader, same one on the S11 and the S7. It even has smooth echo, just like what was introduced on the DJM S11. If you've seen the demo, you know how it works, but let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a separate video on it. The performance pads are above the channel faders, which feature independent pad modes, so you can get to different pad modes on each channel, and they do include, like I mentioned before, scratch bank. Now on the DJM S11 and S7 battle mixers, we had a function called dual pad mode, so you can access 2 pad modes at once on one channel. REV7 achieves this a little differently. Instead of dual pad modes, there's 2 sections of performance pads you can access because one of them is above the jog wheel in the instant scratch section. There are actually 12 pads total, 4 above, 8 below. So say you want to do a crazy tone play or hot cue routine, but you run out of pads on one song because you're limited to 8. You can load multiple songs into your scratch bank, then quickly cycle through each song instantly while triggering the hot cues like this. So I'm going to go into scratch bank here. And just like the S11 and S7, there are 22 total hardware beat effects that are built in, but 4 of them are brand new effects. We can deep dive on these new ones later. There are 2 dedicated silent cue buttons, and the headphone output has the option for split cue. So now you can load a track silence and then trigger a hot cue to let it play. With split cue, you can use this in a quieter environment where you don't have a monitor or you can't be too loud. A lot of DJ controllers and all-in-one systems have been appearing at DJ booths at clubs, lounges, and bars all around the world. If you use the REV7 at a club, back-to-back sets with other DJs is simplified by the dual USB capability. You can easily hook up 2 laptops for easy handoff. And for each laptop, it's just one USB connection. You don't need a USB hub to connect all the decks together. Or in some cases, you won't need to play music from your phone through the auxiliary input while the next DJ sets up. For mobile DJs, you can have your secondary laptop you use for your backup all set and ready to spin, minimizing the time it takes to switch laptops to near 0 during an emergency. Speaking of mobile DJs, there are 2 microphone inputs with independent volume control, global 2-band EQ with talkover, and the microphone has mic echo just like on the DJM S11, which was a feature that came from the DJM S9. The sound quality on this controller wasn't taken lightly. The digital to analog converter uses the same tech found on the DJM S11, and the technology used on the CDJ-3000 to minimize power supply noise was also applied. Inside, the power supply is well shielded, improving the signal to noise ratio. By the way, side note, the REV7 has a completely new power supply. Do not use it with other DJ controllers, and do not use other DJ controllers' power supply with the REV7. It's completely a different unit because it has to power the motorized platters. A free voucher of Serato's Pitch in Time DJ is included, which allows you to do key shifting, key syncing, and pitch play. Overall, the DDJ-REV7 is a powerful new DJ controller for open format DJs to take their experience on turntables and apply it to a single portable unit on a variety of different applications, but on a diverse amount of music they are known to play. Product links are in the description and pinned comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that little bell icon. Over here, I'll leave the link to the official overview from Pioneer DJ USA's channel. And if you want to see the little sibling of the DDJ-REV7, which is the DDJ-REV1, the link is right here. All right, really appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks, take care, stay healthy. The force is with you always.